this video, we will show how to multiply radicals using the distributive property. The distributive property, as you notice, there's a number outside one set of brackets, and we distribute that number through to each of the numbers inside the brackets, and we use multiplication. So A times B results in a number, and A times C results in a number. Now let's use a very straightforward example for radicals to start us off. Root 3 multiplied by 2 square root 2 plus the square root of 5. Now, as you notice, there are no like radicals within our brackets, so we can't actually add the two numbers inside of our set of brackets. So this is why we need to use the distributive property to distribute the number outside the brackets through and use multiplication. Now, there's no number in front of the root 3. You might want to put a number 1 in front of the root 3, just so that you know the numbers in front of the roots get multiplied. So we're going to multiply 1 times 2, which would be 2, and the square root of 3 times the square root of 2 would get multiplied to give me the square root of 6. I have a positive being multiplied by a positive, so it's going to stay positive. And right here, there's no number in front of the root 5 either. So if you want to place a number 1 in front of this, you will notice 1 times 1 is still going to give us 1, and the square root of 3 times the square root of 5 gives us the square root of 15. Now, this can just be written as 2 square root 6 plus the square root of 15. All right, let's look at a more complicated example. Notice we're still using the same distributive property, but I'm going to start off with a mixed radical outside my bracket this time, and I'm going to use a subtraction sign as well. So I've got 5 square root 6 take away 3. Now, if you notice, this is just a regular number, and we're going to need to multiply it by a radical. So I'm going to set up my arrows to indicate what gets multiplied by one another. Here now, I need to multiply 3 times 5, which gives me 15, and I'm going to multiply the two numbers under my radicals. 2 times 6 will give me 12. Now this time I've got a positive being multiplied by a negative. So a positive being multiplied by a negative is going to give me a negative. There's actually no square root sign next to the 3. So only the 3 can get multiplied by this 3 in front right here. So I'm going to call that 3 times 3, which is 9, and my root 2 would just stay as is. Now, I know that the square root of 12 can be broken down. So let's just do that up here off to the side for a minute. And let's use prime factors to break down root 12. So I've got 4 times 3, 2 times 2 times 3. This gives me 2 square root 3. So back here, I'm going to replace my root 12 in brackets. Very careful to use brackets. 2 root 3, take away 9 root 2, and 15 times 2 gives me 30 square root 3 minus 9 square root 2. These are unlike radicals, so they cannot be subtracted further.